Okay, let's do it. Are we doing my Wikipedia page?
Oh, of course.
I thought we were going to pick the Battle of the Bulge and see what I know to be fact or fiction about that.
Well, hey, maybe you could apply some insight to that. We'll save that for a future show.
Yeah.
6'1", 215. This is often one that is fudged a little bit in pro wrestling, as many know.
I am legitimately 6 foot. No problem saying that. And at one time, I probably was 215. I mean, at my heaviest, I think I was about 225. Right now, I'm under 200 pounds. So I'm a lot leaner than I was. So, that's kind of, I guess that's a 50-50. I'm not 6'1", but at one time I was 215. But, it's in professional wrestling lore, it was always kind of the norm to add an inch or two and about 20 pounds. But,
sure.
It's 2017 and we're a little bit more transparent. But I'm legitimately probably about 6 foot 190 right now.
You made your debut May 15th, 1998.
That is true. Gardner, Massachusetts, at a independent wrestling show, and at a community college against Freight Train Dan. That is fact.
And it said that you wrestled your first match after about a month of training.
Also fact. I started March 29th, 1998, coincidentally, the day that Steve Austin won his first title in WWF. I know that because that was at the Boston Arena, and I just got into Boston and started my wrestling training that day at Kowalski School on the day of WrestleMania 14. So, it was about a month of training. I had showed up at an independent event to help set up the ring, help with security, and do all the stuff that young trainees do. And I was in the middle of taking Polaroid pictures for one honky tonk man when I got a tap on the shoulder telling me that one of the competitors' cars had broken down and he was not going to make it to the show and that I had to take his place. And at the time I didn't have gear. All I had was knee pads and wrestling shoes. So one of the old-timers lent me his horrendous purple tie-dye tights.
Oh, nice.
And so they put me with a manager, thank God, this very charismatic manager that really helped me get a lot of heat with the crowd. And went out there with a buddy of mine, Freight Train Dan, and had a very, very passable match for a guy who had been training a month. And was bit right there. I mean, I knew I'd already loved it and was obsessed and very passionate about it. But after having my first live match was just, there's no stopping after that.
What goes through your mind when you're told that? Are you intimidated? Are you ready? Like, how did you feel?
The thing was, I had so little time to prepare, I didn't even really have time to get nervous, which was a blessing in disguise looking back, because if I had all day, I probably would have completely, just pooped the bed in the ring, But I literally I would help set the ring, set up everything. Was kind of doing nothing, honky-tonk man, kind of going, hey, kid, you doing anything? And, no, sir. And he said, take pictures for me. I've told Honky that story. We laugh about it. But, I was taking pictures. Crowd was piling in and got the tap on the shoulder. Hey, you got to wrestle. Okay, don't have any gear. Here's some gear. Put it on. Here's your opponent. And it was just a whirlwind. It literally happened so quick. I didn't have time to get nervous. And it was for the best. And just a really cool memory, man. I remember that day, 19 years ago like it was yesterday.
The next one is the original Bad Influence was actually you and a guy by the name of Josh Galaxy.
Yeah, man. That was a buddy of mine who, a guy I've actually, still to this day, one of my best friends, a guy I've known since preschool, a guy that started with me. He also trained at Kowalski's, and we both moved back to California. He left earlier than I did. We formed a tag team out here, and I came up with the name Bad Influence because one of our other buddies had a girlfriend at the time who forbid him to hang out with us because she said we were, quote, a bad influence on him, which may be the truth. I don't know. But we thought, hey, Bad Influence is a great name. So, yeah, but that lasted only, several months. And he had business and is now a high school teacher and a family man and a high school baseball coach and a good dude and still one of my best buddies. But I always had that name in the back of my head for a while. I always told myself, if I ever get a good substantial tag team going, that's a great name. And of course we went with that.
You told Mike Tenay in 2000 in San Diego that he'd end up calling one of your matches.
That's true, but it wasn't 2000. It was either late 97 or early 98 because I'd met him, Rey Mysterio, Lee Marshall, and somebody else at a signing and a drawing to win tickets for a Nitro in San Diego. And I went down there, so it was late 97 or early 98 that I told him that. I told him I'd already planned on going to Kowalski's, and he was very, very, very nice. We have his parents and grandparents lived in a town 2 towns over from where I live, so we had that in common. And my parting words to him were well, hopefully someday, you can call one of my matches. And one of my first days at TNA, I told him that story, and he remembered it, and we still to this day that always comes up. So yeah, that's again 50% true. Just wasn't 2000. It was 97 or early 98.
You ended up calling hundreds of your matches.
He did. I know. Not just one. So I got more than my money's worth. Yeah.
Finally, it says you used to freestyle rap with John Cena and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, man. We used to in our UPW training days. We would do Tuesday and Thursday training sessions, and we could do that in Santa Ana and Huntington Beach area. And it's pretty far from where I live, so a lot of times I would stay the night at Samoa Joe's house. And after the training sessions, they would end pretty late. Joe, myself, and Cena would either go get some food or go to Joe's house, and there was always food at Joe's house. It seemed that every hour of the day there was a barbecue going on. So we'd go there, and we would do silly battle raps, which John was obviously very good at. I did my best. Being a heavy metal guy, I did my best. Joe was good at it too. And we all just, it was kind of our crew back then. We would talk about stupid stuff from the 80s and video games and do silly battle raps. But yeah, in addition to, it's not like we just, we finish our training and go to some dark warehouse, 8 Mile style, and go battle rap. But, there was just, that was, in addition to other tomfoolery, we would also battle rap. But yeah, that was our crew, man.